it does allow you to get that 4th round buy anyway. People can even buy orbs in the 4th round if they are a little bit careful. And look at this, Aerial and Sunny opening up with 2 big kills. Good grenade to return and do a little bit there, but still have the Galil. Aerial might swing for it. Not flashed at all that time, and oh, that is the round. Was that flashbang caught by the actual train, by the rail there? What was going on?
I'm not actually sure why they didn't even touch him whatsoever. He did look away from it, so I don't think it would have fully blinded him either way, but still, I thought that's...
Not quite so. Woxic gets grenaded down by Alu. He took a little bit of damage from the rifle down there as well first. And this is looking like a little bit more of a smoother cleanup. Chris trying to see if he can time his deagle with the nice little animation. He does get 1 kill, and that's all they'll get in the round. So good cleanup for Ence.
Yeah, they had an easy time of it, though. Mousesports, with all those nades on Rops, did not use any of the utility. Could have been a pop flash for Kerrigan to get into Old Hell. Could have used a pop flash to get any number of things done, but none of those nades that were brought into this round were put to use. So, utility mistakes abound for Mousesports.
It's going to be a tough 4-on-4 retake. I think they've done a lot of damage to Robs and Woxic. They're just so far away.
Frozen is the issue at the moment. Look how far back he is. They now know, actually, Chris J is aggressive, and Alu almost gets caught. Nade as he moves out of position. Frozen needs to get to this bomb site and help out. He and Frozen Aerial on the flank. Good kill from Sunny wrapping around the trains. Chris J isolated and alone pushed up. There's one more for Yumpy as well. A wild spray from Rops, and the Molotov comes out way too early.
And way too far away.
It's not even planted for him.
No, this wasn't a default plant, so it doesn't even matter. It's going to be the full-on defuse, and Frozen's probably thinking like, wait a minute, I thought actually that must have been some miscommunication. That's an upsetting way to lose a round, and a great
now he has an
retake.
M4. A plant is actually fantastic. I'm actually amazed they're going to be able to get that down.
And Robs, oh, he could almost walk behind him. They are kind of thinking about it now, but a little bit of timing here, and it might work out for another kill. He's going to get there. Oh, that's Chris, in fact, getting a shot. And another one. A lot of damage. 3 kills and a bomb plant. That's a lot of production for a round where they should have had nothing.
And they've done this time after time in some of these rounds. They've been able to actually get some magical kills just out of nowhere to keep the money from raising. Ooh, Aerial is actually trying to look for that AWP. Feels like Mousesports on the verge of getting back into this, but man, Ence just keep throwing them for a loop. That is a spectacular double kill from Sergey with the Essence. Loose is in, it's kind of falling apart. Like, it's like shoelaces loose. You don't like loose shoelaces.
Where are why have we not got real technology upgrades for shoelaces? Like, where are the self-tying shoes? What's happening? We're in 2020. Like, where's all finds the timing, turns for it. He's ready for more. Man, Kerrigan is a genius with some of these plays. Remember, he's captaining the team as well, and he's trying to make all this space for them so they can start to make a little bit of a move. Robs and Sergey are almost neck and neck over at each other. Yeah, there's the fight from Robs. He's going to win it against Sergey. That is, again, that's a coin flip. It could have been the other way around, but now they have the lead. And actually, I mean, if they win this round and the next one, then they're going to be able to get rid of that Ence economy and actually start to have a real half here, which, again, they probably feel like they should have already had. Alu all the way back, and they got to be careful that they don't give him a chance to get a free one. Nice headshot from Frozen.
That's an important headshot from Frozen, because Alu could have pulled them back into the round. I feel like Kerrigan had to have been sitting there when he died and been like, what is everyone doing on this map? Oh, he was the most...
Fight, just try and see if he can maybe get them a little bit closer, luring in more people from his team as well. There should be some more backup coming in, although they are a little bit slow. Start finally all the way at the back line. Smoke's going up, and there is a Molotov left here on the T side. Robs is holding it. Let's see if he's going to be able to use it for later. He's really far forward, so not going to be able to fall back and use it. May just have to try and see if he can block him off on this right-hand side. They're walking up right behind him. Nice headshot from Robs, and that makes a big difference. Yampy want to return. Chris sneaking through the smoke, and a great double kill, taking down Yampy.
He can find it.
Oh, Alu, that's not bad at all. I think probably Kerrigan could have just elected to stay alive. There's Alu getting one more shot, taking down Frozen, and now he's getting closer with the AWP. The gun barrel is going to show. That's always the problem, peeking that corner. And Woxic knew Sergey coming in, and he wants to fight. He's saying, come on, Woxic, let's go. Deep Molotov there to force him a little bit back in. Woxic now going to go and hide in that corner. I don't know if he's going to go up the ladder, but he definitely could. And now he's still down on the low ground, making him, again, hard to find right now. Molotov, it's the wrong position, and Sergey, he's not going to have that many more seconds to try and find him. I think he might have the idea now that he's not actually on it. smoke going up, and that will definitely force Woxic into action. 10-second defuse, and Woxic running around, making all the noise that Sergey needs. On top of the ladder now as well. He goes for it, gets the kill, but not enough time to win the round.
Would have crossed over. I think he still believed he was stuck at ladder. This is an incredibly aggressive play, and it's going to pay off. What a god.
Yeah, that's next level. Sergey down to the B bomb site. Alu about to go and try and help him out, but let's see if he can get a bit more luck this time. They do peek really wide, but swings to get both kills there. Sergey continuing to find, and Alu will be taking down Woxic at the end. So for Mousesports, though, I mean,
Rops is a bit more passive of a player, but you have guys like Frozen and Woxic who should be able to deliver, and they're just not at the moment.
oh, look at the mobility on Alu. He finds another one. What an amazing triple kill. He just lined that up. He was so calm doing all of that. The reposition, you could tell. I think Woxic up there with the counter AWP, he was looking the wrong way. He wasn't prepared for Alu being that swift in movement. And now Kerrigan, he's boxed in. As soon as he fires this gun, they're going to know where he is. Turns around, but yeah, another round here for Ence. 10-5 at the end of the half.
I'm just very basic. And obviously it didn't pan out super well for them. It was a pretty good recovery, but not as good as it could have been. Pistol round in the second half is live with Sergey and Ariel taking control of the box halls. And that might freeze 3 defenders from Mousesports at this B bomb site.
Yeah, and they have 2 HE grenades. They really wish that someone would come down that ramp like it was some sort of a B rush, because then they would have exploded the whole lineup. Let's see if they can still use them over at A. I mean, theoretically, remember how we've been talking about NIP and and Dig and their sort of grenades over on Vertigo? You could do the same thing on almost every map, right? You could save these 2 HEs, wait for the bomb plant. It's a little bit more tricky on train, like there's more of an area, but still it's possible.
Oh no.
And they're going to be far away. This is going to be a bomb plant happening. A little bit of a boost to look over. Sniping for a kill, and that's a good shot from Frozen. They probably do need this round, but look at the return. The smoke fades, and the dead to Sergey.
Yeah, just way too late to see the danger of what was coming. I think they realized the smoke was fading, but there was nowhere to go after that. 5-on-5 retakes on train. Alu at the end of Ivy is at least going to trust Chris J. Just turns the corner right in the back of the head. Another one as well to follow up.
I wonder if, I mean, if one of the keys here to getting back, if it's at all possible, would be, again, double up, right? Just try and see if you can get there quickly and have a good start with it. I mean, we saw some of these rounds when Ence were on the CT side where it's just, Jampy picking up a kill, it's Alu picking up a kill, and then the round starts 5 versus 3. And I mean, that kind of round is, if they can have some of those early on in Mousesports, it's going to be more doable pretty quickly, but it's not always guaranteed, is it?
No, not. Woxic is all on his own, and he's going to have Alu and Sunny to peek against him. Flashbang is out. They want a challenge, and that's a missed shot. Scrambling to get out of danger. He's at least accomplished that, but he cannot go back for a fight again. Ivy is open, and Sunny is taking the opportunity to push all the way up. Look at the pressure on Kerrigan to guard this at this range, at this angle. No. Now his teammate's gone down. Now his second teammate's gone down, and Ariel is going to be next. Or, excuse me, Kerrigan's going to be next.
Wow, it's, I mean, once they fall back from Ivy, you could see Woxic goes to try.
Well, yeah, and it's unfortunate too, because I mean, that Rops versus the World was maybe a little bit inaccurate considering the first half, because Kerrigan's never really, or not never, but rarely going to be putting up numbers, but his impact can be felt, and he had some impact in the first half, and those are the kind of plays from Kerrigan when he's pushing through the smoke at the end of lanes that should get everyone else, switched on and checked in and excited and back into the game, and it just never, ever, ever happened.
Yeah, they some of those rounds they needed to feel like, all right, you know what? If we can have Kerrigan doing that, those should be probably 1 rounds. Chris in a decent position. Sergey, could you see him? If Chris stands up, he's in a lot of trouble, and he probably knows it. What a Molotov to force him forward. What an awkward fight for him to take in. He burns. That's a really great grenade.
Ooh, great one shot from Kerrigan. Juandigged. Sergey's down low, tagged by Rops with the scout, and it looks like Mousesports have bought themselves a lifeline. Alu, the last one left.
The little check-in with the team speak earlier, which was great about him saying, like, keep talking, guys, keep communicating. It's not going to work if we just all, stay quiet. And he's been, not quiet in the server. He's been showing them, let's go out and open, let's get some kills. But it's like, somehow it's not inspiring.
Coordination, good utility as well. And, I mean, it helps when you're just tearing people's faces off like that. Good kill from Sergey, good trade, and the odds reflecting that Ence are taking an advantage in this series. 2 people left, and the Finns are relentless, already attacking the bomb site so quickly. Bomb is going to be not planted, it's back towards T-mid.
We're talking
But
about
I don't
giving...
see a way that Mousesports get back into this.
No, me neither. And we were talking earlier about giving away games, and this time Ence have decided they're not going to do that. Nice enough flick there coming in, but now the bomb will be planted, and it's still a 3-on-5 here, or 3-on-2, sorry. Robson, Woxic have to try and combine, and again, even if they win this round, they'd have to win another 8 in a row afterwards. It just feels really unlikely. I like this from Ence. I mean, so many of these teams that we've had in the tournament so far, they've had good leads, and then they can't really close it, and it gets really, you know, dangerous, but this seems much more decisive. Sunny will go down, but a nice refrag, and Robs is next in line, so Woxic in a 1 versus 2, and yeah, this is amazing. Finnish Counter-Strike suddenly looking a little bit more tasty here. Last kill for Sergey, 16 to 6.